If students feel difficulty in is the test cross question, in which there is a dihybrid cross they have to build. So we're going to look into this question, which is more relevant to what kind of questions are coming related to dihybrid cross nowadays in our papers. So in this case, a guinea pig vary in the length and color of their fur. So basically we are given with two phenotypes. One is related to the length and the other one is related to the color. And here they have given us the alleles down here. Two genes that determine the length and color of the fur occur at A/A locus and the B locus. These two genes loci are on separate autosomal chromosome. So we can proceed with the normal dihybrid cross because it is telling us that there's no linkage or anything. It's a simple autosomal it is a simple gene which two genes which are present on separate autosomes. So here we can see the capital A is referring to short fur, which is definitely the dominant one, and small a is referring to long fur, which is the recessive one, as we can see with the letters. Secondly, the allele B, capital B, results in black fur, which again is the dominant one, and small b results in the chocolate fur, which of course is the recessive one. Now, the first question is list all the possible genotypes of the guinea pig with short black fur. So if you can see it here, short and black. Short is the dominant trait and black is also the dominant trait in both the genes. So we are talking about the genotypes of the dominant ones. Okay, so if we look at it, it has to be, the capital A has to be there and capital B also has to be there, right? And we have to point all the possible genotypes. So I believe there can be 4, as you can see it over here. One of them can be related to, let me write down 4 genotypes first. I'm writing capital A and capital B in all of them, as without that it is not possible to have short black fur. So first of all, it can be a homozygous dominant case. Another one is homozygous here and heterozygous there. Then heterozygous here and homozygous there. And both of them are heterozygous. So these are the 4 possible genotypes of short black fur that we can predict. So we can simply write them down over here. Capital A, capital A, capital B, capital B, capital A, capital A, capital B, small b, sorry, it's small b and not A. Yeah, and this one as well. Third one is capital A, small a, capital B, and the fourth one is capital A, small a, capital B, small b. So these are the 4 possible genotypes. Okay, moving on. It says a test cross could be used to determine the genotype of a female guinea pig with short black fur. Describe the phenotype. Okay, here once again they're not talking about the genotype but phenotype of the male guinea pig that could be used to carry out this test cross. Now we need to remember one thing, and we always need to take care of this fact, that whenever we are going to do a test cross, that we'll be doing with a homozygous recessive. A homozygous recessive. And here they are saying the phenotype. So now looking at these two, you can point out what could be the homozygous recessive phenotype. That would be long fur with chocolate fur. So you can simply write it down, long and chocolate fur, because both the alleles small a and small b are representing long fur and chocolate fur. So long for the length gene and chocolate for the color gene. Alright, moving on. The main part of this question is related to this test cross that we have to make. It says a black guinea pig with long fur that was homozygous at both loci, so basically it's homozygous dominant, crossed with a chocolate guinea pig with short fur that was homozygous at both loci. So once again, this is also homozygous recessive. The F1 offspring of this cross had short black fur, which means they must be showing the dominant trait, but they'll be heterozygous dominant. So now F1 offsprings were mated together to produce F2 offspring. So whenever you're going to cross offsprings coming in F1, they'll always be heterozygous dominant. So basically you have to cross two heterozygous dominant. Now what we need to do here is we need to complete the Punnett square to show the cross between the F1 offsprings and predict the F2 offsprings. You should include the gametes in your answer. State the ratio of F2 offspring phenotypes. You should include a key to link phenotypes to genotypes. Alright. So first of all, as we have said that F1 offsprings must be heterozygous dominant, right? HD I'm writing, that's for heterozygous dominant, and you're crossing them. Now keeping the alleles in mind up here, a heterozygous dominant genotype would be capital A, small a, capital B, small b, and then again it is crossed with another same kind of offspring that must be capital A, capital B, small b. Now these are the genotype of the F2 cross that we are going to do, right? Now the very first thing that we need to do, as they said, include the gametes. So we have to make the gametes out of those. Many students feel difficulty in deriving gametes from a dihybrid genotype. It's pretty simple. You simply can divide into two sections, capital A, capital B, small b, and then first with first, that is going to make capital A, capital B, first with second, that will be capital A, small b, then second with first, that will be small a, capital B, and second with second, that will be small a, small b. So we have four gametes in front of us, right, that you can write down over here: capital A, capital B, capital A, small a, capital B, and small a, small b. And then in the same way we have to derive gametes for the other parent, which will definitely be the same. So let's write it down again: small a, capital B, and small a, small b. Okay, all right. Now after this we have to solve this test cross, this Punnett square, and capital A, capital A, capital B, capital B, capital A, capital A, capital B, small b, capital A, small a, capital B, capital B, capital A, small a, capital B, small b, and you keep on doing like that until you actually write down all the possible outcomes in this scenario: small b, capital A, small a, capital B, capital B, capital A, small a, capital B, small b, small a, capital B, and so on. And here's the last one: capital A, small a, capital B, small b, small b, small b, small a, capital B, small b, and finally small a, small b, small b. Now after this we need to simply, once we have found out this, what we need to do, we need to predict the F2 offspring as they said in the question, right? So we have shown the cross already, so we are done with the first part, this one, and now we have to do the second part. We have to predict the F2 offspring genotypes, which we did already. Now the last thing that we are left with, state the ratio of F2 offspring phenotypes. So first of all, we need to know that, of course, in any dihybrid cross, in such cases, there will be 4 phenotypes. Let me write those down. In this case, it will be short with black, short with chocolate, then long with black, and then long with chocolate. So these are the 4 outcomes that we are going to have, and for this we need to look at all these possible outcomes and find out how many of them are short and black, how many of them are short and chocolate, how many of them are long and black, and how many of them are long and chocolate. And that we are going to do. First of all, we are going to start with short and black. Both of them are the dominant traits, so wherever you have capital A and capital B, that will be short and black, right? So let me choose another color. So this is short and black, short and black, short and black, this one, this is not the one. Okay, now this one, and this one, this one, and this one. Okay, so these are all the short and black outcomes. So let's count them: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. That is 9. And then short and chocolate. So short means capital A we are looking at, chocolate means we are looking at small b. So short and chocolate, this is one. Let's choose another color for that. This short and chocolate, this short and chocolate, and this is short and chocolate. So that will be 3. And then after that, long and black. So long means it has to be small a and capital B, right? So we have to look for small a and capital B. That will be this one, and this one. So once again, 3. And finally, we have long and chocolate. Long and chocolate are the ones that is only one, as we can see it over here, right? This is the one, so that will be 1. So now this is what we are supposed to have in the answer. Whenever we have a traditional dihybrid cross that we are doing, the answer should be 9:3:3:1. That has to be the answer. This is how you're going to secure these 4 marks.